Don't scroll. This is one of the videos you are meant to see. Watch this video. Watch till the end. Make sure you watch till the end. You will learn something.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be making a female trouser without drafting on paper. So we'll be drafting directly on our fabric. Do not forget to like this video, share this channel, and also subscribe to my channel if you are yet to. Thank you. With this method, I've made trousers, fitted trousers, free one, palazzos, and all kind of trousers. So when I feel too lazy or I don't want to make a free trouser, I make use of this method and it works very fine. So you can try it out. It is a beginner friendly method for those who have never made trousers before. This is a good way to start to know how to make a trouser. So let's get right into the class. I will also make a video on the pattern drafting aspects of making a trouser, especially your pant trouser. This line will be my waistline. I'm placing my waist on. So the first thing I'll be placing is my straight measurement, my linear measurement. And the first I'll be doing is this is my waist. I'll be going from my waist to my hip. My waist to my hip. And the standard waist to hip measurement is 8 inches. You can also measure your clients, and whatever you have, you use it for cutting is your fabric. The next I'll be measuring is my crotch line. My crotch line is 11. Then I'll take my waist to knee measurement. Then I'll measure the full length of my trouser. I'm using 40 inches. The next measurement I'll be placing is my hip measurement divided by 4. I'll place it on my hip line and I'll also place it on my waist line, and I'll draw out a straight line. So I have to place my waist measurement now. From here, this is where I'm measuring my waist from. Waist divided by 4 plus 1 inch for that. For my dart placement now, remember that I measured 9 inches here. So I'll divide that 9 by 2, which will give me 4.5. I'll measure 4.5 down, 9 inches, and get 4.5. So do a straight line to the hem of my trouser. So you can see that I use a straight line from there, from my waist down to the hem of my trousers. So this is where I'm putting my dart. This is where I'm putting my dart. My dart will be 6 inch. So I'll take half inch here, half inch here. So the next thing now, this is our hip line, this is our crotch line. So on my crotch line, I'll place my round thigh measurement. My round thigh is 22. So I'll be dividing the round thigh measurement by 2. Please listen now. You are dividing your round thigh measurement by 2, not 4 like other measurements we've been doing. So I'm dividing your thigh measurement, the upper thigh now, the round measurement, dividing it by 2. So dividing by 2, I have 11. This is our crotch line. We are placing our thigh measurement on it. This is our hip line. This is my waistline. So the next measurement I'll be placing now is my round knee measurement on my knee line. So on my knee line, I'll be putting my round knee measurement divided by 2 on it. So when placing this on it, you don't start exactly from the edge, rather you get the midpoint. For instance, my round knee measurement is 14 divided by 2 is 7. So I get the midpoint from 7, which is 3.5, and I'll place that 3.5 on that center line. So that means on each part I have 3.5 on that side and I have 3.5 on this side. So this is 7 for my round thigh measurement. The next measurement now is what? My ankle measurement. Ankle, I'll be using what? 12 for my round ankle measurement, which will give me what? 6 divided by 2. When you divide it by 2, so you divide the ankle measurement by 2, so that will give me what? 6. So this is 6 here. So the same way we did our round knee measurements, you are placing your 3 in the midpoint. So 3 inches here, 3 inches here. So this is our front pattern. So first, you note that there's no allowance here. No allowance here. No allowance here. So I'll be shifting my fabric a bit. So I can have 0.5 allowance on this side. So this is my pattern. I'll add 0.5 to this side. I'll add 0.5 to what? To this side. 0.5 here, 0.5 here. My waist 0.5. And my hem, I'll be adding what? 2 inches to it. 2 inches to my hem. So my front pattern. So I'll be using what? My front pattern to cut my back pattern now. So I'll be making some alterations. I'll not be making any alterations to the sides. The sides will be the same like this. This is how I'm going to the sides. But for this side, I'll be making some alteration because of what? The bum. So I'll be adding 2 inches to this. 2 inches from here. 2 inches. I'll be adding 1 inch on my knee. 1 inch. Because my 1 inch is starting from here. Now I've added 0.5 to this place. So 1 inch. I'm adding 1 inch. Here also I'll add 1 inch. So sometimes if my client is on the bigger side, I had 1.5 inch to this side, 1.5 inch. But for someone with a petite stature, 1 inch is okay. 1 inch is okay on that side. So on this side also I'll add 1 inch. And I'll be raising this place up. Yes. Because you notice when a female sits down and it's with a trouser, Charlie jeans trouser most times, you can be seeing the panties. But when you raise this side up, it avoids such. So you raise this place upwards by what? 1 inch. So I have this. So I'll connect it to this place. So let me chalk my 1 inch for my waist to my crotch line area. So the additional 1 inch will actually increase your waist measurement, which you will adjust when you're about to join the sides of your trousers together. So I raised this place up by what? 1 inch. And I connected from here to this place, to the side of my waist. So I chopped my 1 inch down to this place. Remember, this is 2 inch. This is 1 inch. 5 others are what? 1 inch. So this is my back pattern. This is my front pattern. I'll be cutting it out now. So this is it. This is my front. This is my front, and this is my back. So I'll notch what my dart area. Notching my dart area. So yeah, this is our trousers. This is the front, this is the back. So these are front and back. We'll be sewing now. So while sewing, I'll show you how to cut the pocket, how to fix it, how to fix the band and the zip. I'm fixing our zip on the side. So I'll catch you. So the first thing I'll be doing is taking in my darts on the 4 pieces. That is my front, my back, and after that I'll join the front and I'll join the back in this crotch area. I'll be taking my darts now for the 4 piece. So remember that your back pattern is not straight. So this is how I folded before taking my darts. So I'll take my darts like that. So I still have my slant and my dart is straight. So I've ironed my darts for the front and the back. So I also join my crotch for my front and I also join for the back. So I'm joining on 0.5 as half inch. This is my front. So now I'll put in my pocket on the front. I'll be fixing my pocket on the front. First, let's cut the pocket out. Let's cut my pocket. So I've folded my fabric. On this side, I'll be measuring 7.5 for that side. So I'll fold it is. So together it is 15 inches. So for the length, I'll be using 11 inches. So it will go back to 10 inches by the time I take my top allowance and my down part allowance of 0.5 each. So I'll have 10 inches for the length, and for the wideness it will be 7.5. So let's cut it out now. So this is one piece of my pocket. So I'll be cutting 2 of this. So I'll cut 1 more. This is the wideness. I'll cut 1 more for this. So this is my pocket, and this is my front pattern, my front trouser. Next thing I'll be doing is how to trim off this straight edge. I want it to align with this cuff. No, this is my waist to my hip. It is curvy. It's not straight. So I'll cut it out, then open up my pocket like this and place it right side placing right side. So this is how I'll be sewing it on the trouser. So at the top, I'll be measuring 3 inches from there to there, and I'll also measure the side. For the side which will serve as my pocket opening, I'll measure 7 inches. So I'll connect the 2 marked places together. So that will be where I'll be sewing on. I'll show you that on the sewing machine. So this is it. The next thing I'll be doing is I'll cut off these parts. You see that? So this is it. So the next thing I'll do first this place on my pocket now. I'm working on my pocket now. Coming like this. I want to sew this place without parts, so I'll close it. So I've closed. I'll turn it in now. This is my pocket now. I'll be closing this side up, yes, and I also want to be stop stitching the top part also, so that I'll have the initial waist measurement I had before adding my pocket to it. So I'll close the side. I'll stop stitch with what 0.25. I won't use exactly 0.5 because my sewing allowance is what 0.5. So I'll use 0.25 to stitch it, so that by the time I sew my sides together, it will cover up that stitch. I've sewn this one together, and my waist also sewn it. So I'll iron this place. I'll iron it very well. So I'll do the same for this side also. Then we'll join our front to our back pattern. So this is my back pattern. I've joined the crotch also, so I'll be joining it towards my front pattern. So I'll place the front pattern on it, and I'll pin the crotch to crotch area and to those the sides under the crotch. I'll pin them together till the hem. So by the time I pin them together, I'll sew it. So you can decide to start sewing from this crotch area, or you start sewing from the hem. So I'll be sewing mine from the hem because I just want a straight sewing. I don't want to have double lines at my crotch area. I've joined them together. Now I want to join with my sides together. So for my sides, on one part of the side, we have two sides now. So on one part, I want it to be where I'll be placing my zipper. So for that side, I'll be placing my zipper. I'll leave my zip allowance down. Then I'll start sewing from the down part. So I won't start sewing exactly at the top for the side that I'm putting my zip on. So I'll leave space for my zip. Then I'll start sewing after the space the allowance I've left for my zip. And for the other side, I'll sew everything from the top to the hem of the trouser. So now I want to fix what's my zip on this side. So this is it. This is my back, this is my front, and this is my zip. So this is the way my zip is. I'll be turning it. I'll open. So this for the back, this side for the front. On the sides, then I sew. I'm sewing on this place down. So I've fixed my zip on my side. This is my front. Next thing I'll be doing is fixing my band and also my hem, and our trouser is ready. I want to cut out my band now. So the first thing I did is to fold my fabric in a bias form. That's like in a triangle. So I will ensure that on this line I have up to the inches I want for my band. If it is not okay, I will increase what I folded. If it is too much, I'll reduce what I folded. So after folding, I'll measure on this edge that I'm touching. I'll measure and I'll ensure that I have up to, I'm using 32 inches now for my band. That's my waist 28 plus 4 inches. That's what 32 inches. So I'll measure that I have what 32 inches there. So if I'm able to get 32 inches there, I will ensure that I also get a wideness of 2 inches for it. So remember, my fabric is on fold, so that means that my band will be what 4 inches. So on fold it is what 2 inches, and by the time I take in my allowances, I'll have 1.5 inch left as my main band. So after cutting off my band, I ironed it. I ironed in what the sewing allowance also, so that it will give me what the exact shape I actually want it to be. So, and also the crease line will guide me sewing when I'm fixing it to the waist of my trouser. So I'll close up the sides now. I'll close up the two sides, then I'll fix it on my trouser. So the first thing I'll be doing is joining this band to the wrong side of my trouser. So you see the way I folded my zip? I didn't open it up like this, so this is it. See this line here? It has to align with the edge of this zip also, like this. So I'm opening up like this. So I'll pin this down. So I'll be sewing like this. Remember, I'm only sewing one part of my band, so I'll pin it down before sewing. So I'll pin it round till I get to this edge. After pinning down, I'll have this excess at the edge, which will serve as what we will be placing my buttons. It could be a press button, it could be a normal button, it could be an hook and eye, anything I want to use for that side. That's what I'll be using for it. So I'll sew it now. I've sewn it, as you can see. So the next thing I'll be doing is opening it out and covering it. Okay, so I'll be top stitching these other parts from the front. I'll top stitch it from the front. So I've top stitched, my band is set. So this is my trouser band. Next thing to do is to iron it. I'll iron it. So this place I can decide to use a press button, a normal button, anything I want to use. So if I'm using a normal button, I'll put my button here, I'll put my button over here. So whatever I want to do. If it's the hook and eye, I can use an hook and eye also for this side. So it depends on what you want. So I'll iron the upper part. I'll take this in, fix my button, and my trouser is ready. So this is my trouser after sewing my hem. I could not make a full video. Thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are yet to, and please that thumbs up is very important. Please like this video. Bye.